What's up, everyone? How is everyone doing tonight? Hopefully, your day has been just as colorful as mine. Colorful and eventful. Colorful and eventful. Let's see. Got to adjust the volume a little bit. All right, let's do a quick roll call. Let's take a look and see who is here. Let's see. We got Max, Ninja. We got Humbled Eyelashes on Kick. I don't know if that's probably a bot. We got Valk, B, Adam's here. Shout out to Adam. Thank you for being here, Adam. And of course, Snowox is here because Snowox is always here. Snowox is always here. So we had 4 seasons. We did. It was an insane. We had to speed run everything here in Virginia. It was an insane day. We did have some high winds. We did have. It looked like hail, but very small hail. Let's see. Doesn't count. He works there. It does count because he's here. He's here. It does count. You can't discredit it. Okay. Yeah, but we had these strong winds roll through, and it blew a branch down onto the deck. Not a large branch, a small branch. It got pretty crazy there for about 15 minutes, and then next thing you know, it was warm and the sun came out. I'm in Atlanta. ATL. All right, so we are streaming on Twitch, Kick, and YouTube right now. I know I was gonna limit the YouTube streams, but the YouTube streams do okay. They do okay. I usually share them the next day on X, and it is what it is. So right now, we do have the YouTube going. I do want to mention to you guys, I do want to tell you guys about this. This item in my hand is up for grabs. We are doing a giveaway for the followers who are subscribed and present for 5 separate streams. I don't know if we included the Discord on there. You can hop in the Discord. But the followers who are subscribed and present in the chat on 5 separate streams are eligible to win this on April 5th, right? April 5th is the day we're going with? Yeah, April 5th. This is for a Glock 19 or 17 or a 45. It might be. I don't know. I could be wrong. I know I'm streaming on YouTube. See, I instinctively dry fire too much to risk being live. Listen, I really have to be cognizant. And even showing you this, look, this is up for grabs. So I'll leave it at that. I don't want to say too much. Let's see. I should get that because that's just before my birthday. Well, guess what? You follow and you're subscribed, so your name's going on the wheel. And once the wheel is spun, that would make shipping a whole lot easier. I could just walk it on up to your front step. I think that shipping will be cheaper. It'd be very much cheaper. Now it's going to be awkward if you win. Because you're 2 minutes away. Also, I have a funny story to tell. We're going to start with a story. Today, I went to a local gun store that I don't normally go to. Today, I went to a local gun store that I've been to sometimes. Let's see. I ordered King a present today. Oh, no. What do you... Did you order me a Vider t-shirt? Is it a Vider t-shirt? Yee-haw! All right, that's enough of that. Maybe. So I went to it was a gun store that historically is a little bit more expensive as far as like I hope it has a glitter bomb. I hope not. There's so much glitter in this house. I don't normally go there because the FFL that I go to, I get military discount, and it's just they've been phenomenal for the last few years. So I don't normally go to this gun store. However, I had to go to this particular one because it had what I was looking for. Glitter's the herpes of the world, so no glitter. Yeah, glitter is horrible. If you have daughters, which I have 3 of, glitter is inescapable. It is inescapable. It's everywhere. Once you have one speck of glitter in your house, you've got a million, and it's on everything, and you go to work, and it's in your mustache, and people think that you were hanging out somewhere that you shouldn't have been hanging out. Or the craft world, we don't allow glitter. Yeah, we put the ban on it, but you know, every now and then, them kids come home from a birthday party or gathering, and they got a little baggie, and it's got glitter in it. Somehow, it's got glitter in it. So I go to this gun store, and I was taking care of some forms that need to be taken care of. And I had been to this gun store maybe a handful of times in the last 6 months. And the same guy that I always talked to was the same guy that helped me. He was like, oh, yeah, I'll show you, what you got to do, blah, blah, blah. We talked for a minute. He walked me through the process, and then he goes back to the counter. So he's like, once you're done with this part of the process, bring everything, just come on over here. So what I did was I did everything I was supposed to do, and I go back to the counter, and I'm standing there, and the guy's helping me. We're walking through it, and another guy to the side goes, "Hey, aren't you?" And then stops. Usually when people do that, they either know me from the military, they either know me here locally, or they recognize me from social media. I generally assume the worst. And he said, "Yeah, aren't you?" And I was like, I'm not going to finish his sentence. He goes, "King Picks Media?" And I said, "Yeah, that's me." And he's like, "Oh, man." And right when he said that, there was another guy, a customer that was transferring a gun, or he was making an FFL purchase, and he's filling out the background check, and he looks at me, and he goes, "I thought that was you." And I'm like, "Oh, man." And so the guy helping me, they go, "Hey, do you know who this is?" And he goes, "What, King Picks Media, the guy on Instagram? Did you have to hug him?" No, I didn't have to hug him. He goes, "Yeah, the guy on Instagram." And he looks at me and goes, "Holy crap, it is you." And I'm like, and here I am standing with these e-forms that have my address, all of my information on them. Oh my gosh. Yeah, so immediately he was like, "Oh man, I've seen your videos with Tyler, and we always talk to Tyler when he comes in here, blah blah blah." And so I was like, "Okay, all right, yeah, guys, can we?" It wasn't awkward, but it was pretty cool to be in the gun store and shaking hands and meeting people in the gun store who recognize my content. And if any of you that were in the gun store today are here now, let's see. Neighbors in the neighborhood page after the elders made a post yesterday asked if the cops were getting a shout out on Instagram. What? It's on the county page? Oh my gosh. My wife just sent me a screenshot of something. What is going on right now? Oh wow. She got a notice of hearing for a traffic violation. I don't think this is. Yeah, I don't think this is accurate. This is for tomorrow. This is for tomorrow. All right, I'm gonna take a look at. You said it was on the county page, on Facebook. I gotta find it. Oh, here it is. Let's see. I almost said the name of the county. Wait, which kid posted it? The oldest one? This is how I scroll through Facebook. I'm gonna find it. I don't see it. I don't see. This page gets flooded with nonsense, especially with anytime the weather's bad. How are the roads? How's the weather? Yeah, I'm not seeing it. Fudge. You're gonna have to copy the link. Don't tag me in it. Don't tag me in it. Copy the link and send it to me. Send it to me via text so I can see it. Because right now all I'm seeing is weather, weather, weather. School canceled. Church is canceled. How are the roads? That's all I'm seeing. Old man needs readers. No, I don't. Don't tag me in it. Please don't tag me in it. I feel like if I scroll just a little bit more, I'm gonna find it. Seen a post. The schools are closed. Is this true? Gosh. I'm not seeing it. I wonder if I could filter this out at all. Could I filter it? It says featured. I guess I could. Just text him and tell him. Yeah, just text it to me because I'm not searching through. He's still going. Yes, I'm still going. Listen, let me tell you something. This man be lazy. We not all from Vidor, Texas. We not all throwing our V's up like we're from Vidor, Texas. All right, I got to stop messing around. I got some stream discussion to talk about. So stick around. I'm gonna put up the green screen. Give me 1 second. And we're back. So this is just my notifications on. Actually, let's see. Did I bookmark anything? I think I did bookmark some stuff. Let's see. Developing Hollywood actor Ben Stiller is. Excuse me. Good Lord. Wait. Let me adjust this because this was. Well, I guess this is fine. I guess this is fine. Okay. Let's try it again because you're gonna put illiterate in the chat. These inviter we can read, not the county page. What? Okay. I thought you said it was in the county page. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Oh, the neighborhood page. It's all the same. It's the same people posting the same kind of stuff. All right. Hollywood actor Ben Stiller attempted to promote his soda after he was embarrassed during his Whole Foods promo where shoppers walk right past the actor. Listen, you guys know how I feel about Ben Stiller. He's one of those guys. He's one of those. What did he say? He said, "I'm Jewish, but I wish I was black." Is what he said. I'm Jewish, but I wish I was black. Veteran with a sign said it's good. That's fantastic. That's fantastic. I believe it might actually be good. I just don't like Ben Stiller. That's all there is to it. I'm not going to click on this. Let's see. Oh, so I don't know if you guys saw this or not. You might say
this. Will I stay married? Blow it over here.
I'm going to hold on. Let's see. Pretty much, he said that he was assaulted by his wife and daughters when he commented on Kamala Harris's campaign before the election. He was assaulted. Listen, I saw this post and I told my daughter immediately, with my wife present, if you and your mother ever team up to assault me, I will 100% defend myself. And my wife was like, oh, you mean you're not going to protect me from our child? I said, if you teamed up to assault me, let's
sounds like you're going to blow it over here.
The night of the election, this third one.
Hollywood.
Yeah.
Third election. Everyone knows what I'm talking about here. I was watching late at night the returns, and I'll be honest with you, I didn't think Trump was going to win. I live in California. I didn't think he was going to win. From what I was hearing.
I didn't either.
I think he was going to win.
No,
this is where I live, you know?
Yeah.
I said something along the lines of, like, there was no planning. This is what they get. There should have been a primary. I said something along those lines, you know? Like, I was just...
That's not even something that's negative. It was a poorly run campaign. And he commented on that.
Spitballing ideas as to... It was a shock, you know? My wife and daughters, without saying anything, became physical with me. They were...
How are you a grown man, the head of your house, and you're laughing, describing your wife and daughters becoming physical with you? Let me tell you something. If anybody ever becomes physical with me, no matter who they are, I will 100% defend myself. This is insanity. Insanity.
They were filled with rage. So if I am being careful with you in how I say things, yes, I live in California. I live with not one, not two, but three people who, if I made any kind of joke, they would, they'd become very angry with me. You know?
Listen, this dude has lost the plot. I think it's physical with you. Oh my gosh, Ninja, you did not have to say that. You did not have to say that.
No,
Well,
so
I don't want to tell you how to live your life, but
so it sounds to me like the women in his house, and this is just from his description. He said that they became physical with him after being upset about someone they don't even know. It sounds to me like the women in his house are slaves to their emotions. They're slaves to their emotions. Anybody who gets angry enough to put their hands on you is not in control of their emotions. And that's no matter who it is. But he just described the people in his house being his wife and his daughters becoming physically violent because they're mad.
but I couldn't live that way. I would, whatever household or whatever situation I'm in, I say what I truly think, and if it makes you angry, I'm sorry, we'll have to work that out.
Well, it makes...
But I am not going to tuck my tail between my legs and just shut the fuck up. This is what you were dealing with when you were a child. Just sit there and don't say anything.
Yeah, but...
Sit on your hands. Well, what happened to Rob Reiner? More of that, Jerry, more of that.
Yeah.
Where's Rob Reiner's ghost when you need him to be telling you more of that?
Yeah,
Jeez. Let's see. You've been reading Miss Farmer Joe's words too much. Wait, what words? Oh, Roto Rick's here. What's up, Roto Rick? Oh, we know what Ninja's into. Check. Oh, geez. All right, let's see what else we got in our bookmark. That's insane. Oh, look at this. We did watch this video. Everyone is welcome. Immigrant throws a bomb. Kind of puts a little hole in your argument. Rusty, I asked you in the Discord about a let me see. Let's go to the Get Swole folder. What are your thoughts on the Garmin Epix Pro Gen 2? You never responded. You did not respond to that. I need to know, because I'm on the fence about it. I don't know if it's something. Found me fun one's good. Great. I love to hear that. It doesn't stress me out at all watching the nonsense that you find. I don't know. Your algorithm is worse than mine. There's no doubt in my mind your algorithm is far worse than mine. You caused this. Here we go. We got a Gavin Newsom video. Listen. Fox News refuses to report the truth. Texas and Florida are the real high tax states. Probably don't have no. Government is all about what you want out of it. That's true. He's saying Texas and Florida are the high tax states. All right, let's see what he's got to say, because he confidently says things that are wrong. I didn't watch this video. I just saw this quote and was like, there's no way.
We have the most progressive tax rates in America. Texas, the most regressive. Texas taxes poor.
Wait, does he mean progressive tax rates as far as increasing tax rates? Because that's exactly what's going on.
Tax rates in America. Texas, the most regressive. Texas taxes poor folks more than we tax our richest. The question for you is, who's...
Well, that's because don't the rich people get tax breaks? Don't the rich people get... I'm confused. I'm pretty sure that these companies, these billionaires, these tech companies, they get tax breaks.
The higher tax state? California or Texas? Who are you for? Are you just for the 1%? Or are you for the 99? And so our whole approach, that's one progressive tax. Florida is the other regressive tax state. Your middle class pay more taxes in Texas than our middle class in California. It's a great mythology. It's just the richest of the rich come here because they can avoid paying.
All right, I'm gonna grok this real quick. I have to. I can't not. Are taxes higher in Texas or California? Let's see what grok says. I can't grok it on this screen because I can't let you see the other stuff that I've been grokking. Taxes are generally higher in California than in Texas. Literally, like, I'll show you guys this. The most comprehensive way to compare is through effective tax burden. California, 11%. Texas, 7.8%. Just prove that man wrong IRL. In real time. California has one of the highest state income taxes in the nation. Texas has higher effective rates as far as property taxes. Let's see. California tends to have higher combined state and local rates for sales and excise tax. I don't know what that means. No state taxes. Yeah, so clearly, I don't know how they can clap for him saying that and not think to themselves, we might want to fact check this. Texas only has federal, not state. That's not what that last thing said. But I hear property taxes are high. But then there's taxes on everything else. Everything is worse in Cali. I believe that. No income taxes, property taxes are higher. Property values are not. Well, I mean, he might have some sort of semantic argument there. I don't know. But what I just saw in that brief overview, it clearly shows Texas at 7.8% and California at 11%. All right, let's see what else we got here. U-Haul data says otherwise. Oh, wait, I got to go back. All right. Oh, geez, we're caught up. Okay, we're caught up. Now we get to head over to the dreaded Discord stream discussion folder. Listen, if you're not in Discord, you have to click the link. I think it's pinned in the chat. Click the link. Join the Discord. We've got almost 200 members. Shout out to the 200 people, almost 200 people, including myself, that are in the Discord. Generally, I'm in there every day. I take a peek. I don't really touch stream discussion. That's Snowox's realm. And then once we start streaming, we go right into stream discussion, and it just crushes all of us because that's what he does. All right, let's see what we got. Let's take a look, see what we got here. Oh, I can confirm from that the Department of War is... Okay, meet George Silva, a San Diego nurse who appears to be living on the Camp Pendleton military base. He made a post online praying that President Trump and his administration are eliminated. Let's see what he said. And please, God, it'd be nice if you'd make Trump and his administration be part of these casualties. Wow. These people are hateful. This is hateful. I mean, honestly, like, it just... Hey, guess what? There's someone that's going to be in charge for 4 years total. And after those 4 years, being that this is the second term, that person is not going to be in charge anymore. But there are people that... yeah. And then to post it on the internet. Come on. Come on. To post that on the internet... There's no shortage of insanity going around. All right. Houston Airport just turned into a mass sleepover after TSA lines collapse. Looks like a disaster shelter. Oh, gosh. I got to fly out. Passengers say wait stretched for hours, triggering waves of missed flights and leaving people stranded overnight inside the airport, with the backlog growing. Oh, no. Oh, my God. Look, where do they get these cots from? Oh my gosh. I got Nashville coming up. Oh man. What is I'm gonna do?
This military base. Wish me luck.
What?
Outside this military base.
All right. It's all in the eyes. You see it. If this is real, there's no way. There's no way. We could read the reading line. Been sitting at Dallas Fort Worth for 30 hours because a flight got canceled yesterday afternoon. Oh my gosh. Okay. I'm going to have to keep a close eye on the DC airport. French fried potatoes. I'm going to have to keep a close eye on the DC airport. Non-citizen has been caught voting. Here we are again. Non-citizen caught voting. But that's what they wanted, right? That's what they wanted, right? They wanted non-citizens to have the right to vote. Can you imagine if any country says, "Oh, we want to influence the voting in a county election to get a congressional seat," and they send over whatever number of people? That is what we call election interference. Dare I say collusion. That is what we call interference and collusion. The same thing that Trump was impeached for, that they said was all true, which after spending millions of dollars they found was unfounded and not true. The same exact thing. The integrity of our elections is one of the, if not the most important political power that we have as citizens. Now, I'm not saying that it necessarily applies at all levels. But when you look at these, let's take, for example, Fairfax, Steve Descano. Young man, a non-citizen, gropes 11 children in a Fairfax County school. And Steve Descano and his prosecutors decide that he's eligible for bail. We'll agree to the terms and release him on bail. It wasn't until the judge stepped in to say that this grown man who groped children more than 10 times said, hey, you know what? This person does belong in jail. And maybe we should notify ICE and notify make a consular notification to El Salvador that this person is here illegally groping children. There are two words that come to mind yet again anytime I think about something like that. Those two words are wood chipper. To be fair, tall Swedish blonde females and I should have expected that from you. B-Rad says, to be fair, tall Swedish blonde females and BB Latinas get a pass. No. No one gets a pass. No one gets a pass. Mushroom food. All right, let's see. Prime Minister Takaichi.
I want to be ninja.
Sorry. Primary supplier of oil and energy. The agreement signed for $56 billion in Tokyo. The Tokyo-Washington alliance is strengthening. Well, that's good. That's good. Hopefully that has some impact on rising fuel prices. Jeez, that's loud. Where's Harris County, Texas? Did Tony make them vote against Brandon? Oh, I don't know. I don't think Harris County is part of District 23. It's Houston, or as they say, Hurston. All right.
Hi, you know me as Julie, but my full government name is Neum Kim Lam, and I am a United States.
Your government name is what?
I want to be ninja.
Your government name is what?
I want to be ninja. I want to chop.
Your government name. Again, please.
I
Not even
want
really
to be
district, close to District
ninja.
23.
Hi, you know me as Julie, but my
Jeez,
full
sorry.
government name is Neum Kim Lam, and I am a United States citizen. I was born here in West Valley City in 1993. I am going to stand up to the United States government and start in a rebellion. I am nonviolent, pacifist. I know I have this tattoo that says deny, defend, oppose.
Did you see the bingo wing? If you don't know what a bingo wing is, you're going to learn today. Watch.
I am nonviolent, pacifist. I know I have.
So right here, right there, when that shakes, that's like when, you know, the old ladies at the bingo hall saying, bingo! And that just shakes. Listen, I've got a story to tell. I've got a story about bingo halls. So early on in my law enforcement career, you could make $130 in 4.5, sometimes 5 hours by doing security at the bingo halls, because the bingo halls were mostly cash. And what was happening was people were targeting the bingo halls to rob them, essentially right at the entry. That's where the cash table is. And so I would work my butt off. I'd work a full shift. At the end of my shift, I'd go to the bingo hall and I'd sit and wait for them to start. And I'd go inside and I would sit for hours. Listen, at these bingo halls, they're at VFWs. They could smoke cigarettes and cigars inside. They had these big fans around the building. They could smoke cigarettes and cigars inside. And all these people were retired, and this place was packed. It was packed. And I would sit there for hours every week, hustling. I was trying to buy a laptop at the time, hustling. And at the end of the night, they'd write me a check. I could cash it out right at the desk. Too easy. I spent hours at this bingo hall. So when my buddy said, oh yeah, that lady's got a bingo wing, I knew exactly what he was talking about. I had witnessed it for a long time.
And start
now you
in
get to
a
witness
rebellion.
the bingo
I
wing.
am nonviolent, pacifist. I know I have this tattoo that says deny, defend, oppose, but it was because I was really angry about the United States health service system and how we kill millions of Americans every year. We are currently
Talking about
participating in a genocide across the world, and I will not be a willing participant or a citizen that allows for this to happen. I hope that you and any of your family members will join me in this cause. I am of sound mind. I do not want to kill myself. I do not want to die, but I am willing to because I am an American citizen and I believe in freedom. I believe in a world where we all can be together and united and live in harmony. I believe in the pursuit of happiness and justice for all.
Mental instability. So I think that, so B, I saw your comment. I think that a lot of people think that when I mention the bingo wing, it's saying that they're fat. That's not what I'm saying, because you all know the tricep takes up 2/3 of the upper arm. And even if you're, 7-8% body fat, when you put your hand up and you wave, it shakes. So I'm not referring to what you're referring to. Some people don't have that because they have small triceps, but your tricep is 2/3 of your upper arm, so it's going to move. This woman needs help. I'm not concerned about any rebellion that Tu Lam Fu or whatever she said her name is. I'm not concerned about any rebellion that she's starting. I'm more concerned about her day-to-day and the people that surround her. Because when she snaps, I know it's not bad now, but when she snaps, Fu Manchu. Not quite. Not quite. Kind of. A little bit.
Assimilation is not that hard. I know this.
I think I'm going to get in trouble for that, for Thunderstruck playing in the background, but I agree 100% with what he's saying. Mrs. Farmer Joe, you... Okay. 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 I almost said it, and then the chat would clip it, and then I'd be in trouble.
I don't want impeachment. I don't want them to serve time.
What is wrong with people? What is wrong with people? I mean, I get it. I see that there's a septum piercing here, and we've seen what kind of things come along with that or go along with that. Let's see. I actually don't disagree with this chick as long as she's talking about the Epstein client list. All right, let's listen to what she's saying.
Here's the thing. I don't want impeachment. I don't want them to serve time. I want them taken into the city.
What is that? A Subaru Ascent? Yeah, it looks like a Subaru Ascent. They're super nice. Large vehicles. Large vehicles.
Town square, hung from their ankles, and cut them from groin to chin.
Wow. I bet she watched that back and was like, this'll get him. This'll get him. I'm driving down the road. Let's see. Man is a connoisseur. He knows the Subarus. I mean, I've seen a few. I've seen a few. Wait, this isn't AI? I saw this video today. This isn't AI? Oh my gosh. This had to, like...
Not guilty of...
An HOA president, Catherine Brooks, entered a neighbor's garage without permission while inspecting the neighborhood, causing a $500,000 supercar to fall from a mechanical lift and suffer severe damage.
Okay, this is AI. I saw this. Look at the way the car falls. Watch the way the car falls and then slides out of the garage.
Not guilty of...
An HOA president...
Yeah, they fooled you, Snow Ox. You got fooled. How dare you? How dare you put AI slop in the stream discussion folder? Boo this man. It is still funny though. It's pretty funny. They got some views. Wait, did we watch this one already?
Hey, Sandra, you know, what I'm about to show you is one reason people don't trust the election system. Long line, mostly homeless, getting $5 to sign election petitions. Not only is that illegal, they're also being asked to commit fraud by impersonating other voters hundreds of miles away.
Hey, what's the line for?
For sign a petition.
Shut up! Don't say nothing to work.
They get $25 to sign a petition.
They get $25?
$5.
Give me $5 to sign a petition.
So the guy who shot this says hundreds signed these petitions. No one reportedly asked for an ID, nor were they told what they were signing.
I get $5 too?
That's crazy.
And what is it?
Just sign it.
Just sign it?
What is it? Just sign it.
First name is going to be Carol. Last name.
Yeah, that was the name of a 81-year-old.
California? California's doing this. So now we have election petition fraud. San Fran?
Gosh. Woman living elsewhere. So under California law, the
Not
state
surprised,
says
I'm just
it's
saying.
illegal to give money or other consideration or exchange for initiative petition. It's also a crime to circulate any petition known to include forged names.
Who's going to be charged?
In this case, they wanted signatures for two upcoming measures, one fighting a billionaire tax, the other pension reform.
Signature gatherers can get paid.
Who's going to be charged?
That's pretty standard practice. But when you start paying individual people for their signatures, especially people who are down and out in their luck, that's borderline on criminal, in my opinion.
So now campaigns pay about $15 for every signature. So when you do the math here, they're clearing about $25 for every person, Sandra. Now, initiative spokesman says these circulators were subcontractors, not employees. They demand that these signatures now be rejected. No word on prosecution.
How are they going to? Of course, there's no word on prosecution, but how are they going to know which ones are being rejected and which ones are truly people that agree with this nonsense? No word on prosecution? Hey, guess what? That's going to be buried under the rug. That's going to be buried under the rug. It's blatant fraud. They don't care. They know that no one's going to be charged in that. Let's see. Canada's gone. Nadia was kidnapped, raped and sold by ISIS. Her 6 brothers were killed for refusing to convert to Islam, and her mother was killed for being too old to be used as a sex slave. Canada canceled her event where she was supposed to talk about... Hey, we're going to cancel this event because it makes Muslims look bad. The same people that killed 6 of your brothers and killed your mother because she was too old to be used as a sex slave. It's going to make them look bad. So we're going to cancel this event. Canada's cooked. Canada is cooked. We're not far behind. We're not far behind because, honestly, we've been saying it. It's been every day since I saw the Nick Freitas video. Suicidal empathy. You can't be but too nice to a rattlesnake. If you're nice to the rattlesnake and you bring it into your home, it is going to bite you and you are going to die. It is going to bite you and you're going to die. That's insane. Insane. I think, are we caught up? No, we didn't. Okay, I did see an article like this yesterday. The Idaho House just passed a bill to criminalize men invading women's bathrooms and locker rooms in public buildings. Every single Democrat voted against it. Here's how I look at this. I do like places that have family restrooms or unisex restrooms to where my child or children can go in and close the door and lock the door behind them to where they're in a bathroom by themselves. I do like that because I can stand right outside the door and ensure that no predators and no dudes are going in there to do whatever devious things, because let's be real, devious things happen. There are peeping Toms everywhere you go. But the idea that says, hey, guess what? You know, men should be in the men's restroom and women should be in the women's restroom. I wholeheartedly agree. I'm not saying that my children can't be preyed on by women because anybody can be a predator. But what I'm saying is that I would much rather my children go into a bathroom by themselves or with other females than to go in there with someone who's mentally deranged. And if you disagree with that, you're wrong. You're wrong. Erica Kirk. Wait. What? Okay, never mind. I'm not going to try to figure it out. I was going to try to figure it out, but I'm not. I'm going to leave it alone. Because sometimes y'all say stuff that I don't understand. And I think you know that. I know you know that.
California are facing uncertainty. Last year, the DMV started canceling some commercial licenses belonging to drivers with temporary legal status, and that included asylum seekers, DACA recipients, and TPS holders.
Wait, 200,000 immigrant truck drivers will lose their ability to renew their commercial license? Good. Text that shows she groomed a... Wait. Erica Kirk groomed a young girl in her Romania. She had a Romanian adoption agency. I'm just going to make an assessment based off of what you said in the chat. I'm not saying that any of this is true. But what that sounds like is human trafficking. Romanian adoption agency? Oh my gosh. All right. 200K immigrant truck drivers. We've already established they've been crashing trucks and killing people for the last 5 years. California's just tossing them out there. Oh, you don't speak English? You can't read road signs? You don't have road signs in the country where you were born or the country where you learned how to drive? That's okay. You can figure it out. Here's a CDL. Go pull the truck around.
But earlier last week, a judge ordered the DMV to create a process to prevent some wrongful cancellations and allow drivers to reapply if their license is canceled. However, the ruling does not automatically stop all cancellations. And starting today, nearly 200,000 immigrant
Jeez,
truck drivers will
200,000.
lose their ability to renew their commercial licenses under a new Trump administration rule. Wendy Liu, a lawyer at the Public Citizens Litigation Group, which is...
I'm not going to watch her, but I will give her a little theme music. All right, I have one that I put in here that I want to show you guys. Geez, Snow, you really did put a lot in here. Here it is. This is funny, and you will all laugh. Hopefully. I don't know. Maybe not. Where's the mute button?
Then take drill. First you must stand back against target. Hands up. Like you surrender. Not because you commit crime, but because you woman in gun community. Also, you shoot the 3 target, 2 shot each. Then you must reload. Then shoot 2 times again. If you miss, I pretend I don't know you in public. Okie dokie, today you
Oh my gosh.
Presidente drill.
I'm sorry.
First you
I saw that and I had to throw that in there. All right, let's go. Let's get focused. Let's focus, folks. Let's get back to where we were. Let's see. My sister-in-law is DACA and has a doctorate from VCU. Good for her. Good for her. What's that? Let me see this one.
多少钱？150万，可以从后面考了。
Wait. It's been reported that the Chinese community started decking so much that the prostitution is becoming more and more rampant. What does that mean? What is decking? What is that? This girl in this footage is selling herself for 2150 or 150 yuan. Economy. Did I say community? Every day I get on the internet and read in front of you clowns, and every day I'm becoming more and more illiterate. Thank you. What? How is this? Okay. Degeneracy, societal degeneracy because of the economy. Is that slang for cranking it? Might be. I don't know. A little CRAM action. I would not be taking a video in this situation. Oh, that explains it. All right, let's see. The apparent target was attack of the U.S. Embassy. We're going to see more of that. Why is no one taking cover? Low IQ. Low IQ. They don't know what they're looking at when things go boom. Actually, let's watch that again. I like that. I like the C-Ram. Boom. That is so cool. Oh, it's in Baghdad. Bombs over Baghdad. Oh boy. The cat is driving. Get that cat out of here.
Good job.
Get that cat out of here. That cat knows too much. It's become self-aware. I'm going to mute this. Disney adults, when a child falls 100 feet from a ride, the blood formed a hidden Mickey. You guys know I like going to Disney World. I like taking my children to Disney World. And the Disney adults, 100% of the time, look like this. I can't quite put my finger on it, but there's a look. There's a look. And you can tell from that look that they're very big on body positivity and vote blue no matter who. Vote blue, and they spend thousands of dollars. There's some cruises that we've seen where people will spend upwards of 20 grand for a single cruise. And do you want to know what they do? They order all the room service. They get all of the treats and snacks. Like I like ice cream. But when I go to the pool, I'm not going to sit there and eat 3 ice creams and then not get in the pool. I'm not going to sit there on the side of the pool. You're a Disney adult. I'm not a Disney adult. I like taking my children to Disney World. I love taking my children on Disney cruises. getting away from the phones, getting away from the tablets, getting away from electronics in society, and just having a good time. You wear the shirts. I do wear the shirts. I do. I have. I like golf polos. I'm very, very big on golf polos. I do have very subtle, dry fit Nike golf polos. You get your picture taken with Goofy. Not quite. Not quite. The children do. My favorite character is Goofy. Go figure. But that stems back to childhood. I don't dress up to go to the parks. I don't dress up. Gosh. God save us. I can only imagine what this video is going to be about. Just from looking at this. Is there a septum piercing?
So I really thought that I was
doing
there is videos about the situation, but apparently not, because here we are. So a few months ago, I made a couple of videos talking about a situation happening at my child's school. Essentially, what was happening is my child was exercising her First Amendment right, opting out of the Pledge of Allegiance, and her assistant principal did not like that.
Here's the thing. King can do the perfect cast. The perfect cast. Listen, your child can 100% opt out of the Pledge of Allegiance. 100%. And if the principal or the administration has a problem with it, they can ask. But your children are 100. They're not mandated to do the Pledge of Allegiance. It is up to them. They don't honestly. And this is I told you I'm a constitutional absolutist. They don't even have to stand. They don't have to. However, I teach my children. Let's see. Kick says ready or not. Yeah. If I'm not streaming to one platform, if I'm not streaming directly to Kick or directly to Twitch, then I can't switch the game. The only time I get the option to switch the game is if I'm not using Restream, and it always defaults back to ready or not. I teach my kids out of respect. You can pledge allegiance. You can stand. You should, and here's why. Now, if you decide that there are things that you disagree with or things that you don't want to, articulate those things. But don't just pout about it. I'm judging from looking at this woman, making an assumption. I'm assuming her child was like, the U.S. is the worst or something like that. I don't know.
She reached out to me. She said my child needed permission. She then tried to exclude my child from the classroom.
They don't need
permission. And eventually,
permission.
I had to send an email to her boss and the district superintendent and say, hey, what's happening here is illegal. And if you guys don't stop this, I'm going to get a lawyer.
Wait, did they make the child stand? Or they just sent the email?
She reached out to me. She said my child needed permission. She then tried to exclude my child from the classroom. And eventually, I had to send an email to her boss and the district superintendent and say, hey, what's happening here is...
Maybe I'm missing what's illegal. Because I don't think it's illegal to... I mean, if the school's like, hey, she just needs permission. At that point, you just say, yeah, my child has permission. At that point, I mean, honestly, it doesn't seem like it's really that deep. I mean... we know that I'm not going to say they. We know that people like to get online and be a victim of their circumstance and say, oh, look what they did to me, when in reality there's not really anything being done. But if the school is not separating your child or your child's getting detention because they're not if they're just asking for permission, you say, yes, I am the legal guardian. My child has permission. Case closed. You don't have to post on TikTok. You don't have to pretend to be a victim on the internet.
It's illegal, and if you guys don't stop this, I'm going to get a lawyer and I'm going to sue the school. At that time, the principal reached out, tried to say he didn't know it was an issue, which is bullshit. And then, the situation was resolved. My child was allowed to sit. Nobody was bothering her. I thought everything was good. I privated all my videos because I thought everything was fine, right? There's been no issues. The assistant principal was absent from the school for some time. I don't know if she was on some sort of leave or whatever, but she's back now. And so my kid said that today, in her homeroom classroom, the assistant principal made an announcement that anybody who wants to opt out of the Pledge of Allegiance, which at this time is only my child, is going to be required to get parental permission sent to the assistant principal in writing.
So just send it in writing. I don't get it. I mean, just send it in writing. Now, I don't think the child should sit, and I think that if the child sits, they should articulate why. But, they don't have to. They don't have to. President Trump and J.D. Vance are signing a new executive order to launch a whole-of-government initiative to eliminate fraud across the country. I wonder how they're going to do that.
The very serious problem of fraud in federally funded programs around the country.
As an example, you've been seeing it, and seeing it pretty big in Minnesota, $19 billion. But that's only for one little aspect of the fraud. It's $19 billion, and California, as they say, is 10 times worse than other states.
Well, we've seen California's worse.
This is not a Republican-Democrat thing. This is wherever it's taking place. It seems that
it's a crime.
Usually
fraud
in
is a
blue
crime.
states. If it's in a red state, we're going there too. But it seems that it's heavily, heavily, heavily Democrat.
Lord knows he can use that $19 billion for our greatest allies. Gosh. You know, there was one president once that didn't bow down. He didn't kiss the wall. There was one president. He didn't kiss the wall. He told them no, and he was immediately murdered. Immediately. They wasted no time. They wasted no time. Oh, here we go. Joy Reid. Let's see what Joy Reid has to say.
Our regime has secret police. They have secret police. Our regime is oppressing women, taking away abortion rights, taking away women's rights in like 26 states, some states.
Wait a second. Joy Reid says women in Iran are better off than women in America. Okay, listen. I get it. You don't like the U.S. Operation, was it Epic Fury, that's taken place in Iran? But I can definitively say that the IRGC and the Islamic, all of the things that are going on in Iran, they killed hundreds of thousands of protesters. Hundreds of thousands of protesters were killed. Women and children killed. Afghanistan, kind of trending in that same direction, where they just outlawed women from going to school. They just outlawed women and girls from going to school. And a majority of these Muslim countries, guess what? The husband, not only can he have multiple wives, but he can physically assault all of those wives with no repercussions. And he's saying that they're better off. And there is nobody better off in Iran than they are in the United States. There is no... I don't understand the thought behind this. I get it. If you don't like the president, if you don't like your congressman or the people that are in the Senate, if you don't like them, I get it. But the fact, oh my gosh, this is just, there are people that see this and believe it. They see this and they believe everything she's saying because of who she is, which, this is not a believable face. I'm just throwing that out there.
Our regime has secret police. They have secret police. Our regime is oppressing women, taking away abortion rights, taking away women's rights in like 26 countries.
Okay, so there's no comparison between abortion rights and just the right to live in general. A woman that can go to college, get an education, become a CEO, work in any career field that she chooses, but doesn't have the right to an abortion, that person's not oppressed. That's not an oppression. However, in Iran, as a woman, if you can't go to school, if you're beaten by your significant other, and you're on a roster of wives, and you have no say in anything, you can't be a leader, you can't do anything, that is oppression.
26 states,
Just
some
to
states
clarify.
where they're trying to have the death penalty for having an abortion. They also oppress women. They have the highest rate of women who are in STEM careers. We're kicking women out of the military, out of university. We're saying that DEI means women can't be hired for high positions in the sciences. We're marginally better. And we're doing it for Christianity, they're doing it for Islam, right?
Yeah.
So it's like we don't get told those things because it would take away the kind of.
All right. I don't know how she's still relevant. I really don't. Well, I mean, I do because of stuff like this. Let's see. Trump eviscerated Gavin Newsom for attempting to poll workers in jail for asking for voter ID. Oh my gosh.
And you say, if you ask a person to show their identification, they have the right to put you in jail. If you're an official and you say, man, please see your identification, you're subject to going to jail. That's how crazy it's gotten. With a low IQ person, you know, because Gavin Newsom has admitted that he is that he has learning disabilities. Honestly, I'm all for people with learning disabilities, but not for my president. I think a president should not have learning disabilities, okay? And I know it's highly controversial to say such a horrible thing, The President of the United States, Gavin Newsom, admitted that he has learning disabilities, dyslexia, everything about him is dumb.
Oh my
But
God.
then he looked at the audience and said, "What, I'm smarter than you," or something like that. That was pretty stupid. So now on top of everything else, I call him a racist because it happened to be a
Jeez.
black audience. I will tell you this. I think it was the worst interview I've ever seen of any human being in my life. Anybody else have any questions?
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I wonder what Gab's response to this was, or is. Dyslexia is literally one of the most common. That's what I'm saying. Dyslexia is common. It's common. It could affect anybody. It could affect streamers who sometimes misread words on the internet while they're streaming. It could affect anybody. Ninja's got it. Ninja's got it. I might have struggled with it at one point in my life and maybe currently struggling with it, but it's neither here. I'm a smart person. I'm a smart person sometimes.
And breaking news into CNN, Cuba's electrical grid has suffered a complete and total collapse. This is according to the country's power operator. It's the first nationwide blackout since the U.S. effectively shut off the flow of oil to Cuba.
Can you imagine? Can you imagine in the U.S.? Listen, I in preparation for the storm, the 15-minute storm that came through today, I fired up the generator, had the generator going. I have a battery box where we can plug in phones and small electronics. I was completely prepared. And I realized that, I mean, my generator takes just under 2 gallons of fuel. If we have no electricity and this thing runs out, we're cooked. Hope you turned off the gas and let it run out. No, the gas is still in there. The gas is still in there because I'm going to use it. I didn't let it run out. Didn't turn off the gas. Wait, what are you talking about? Let's see what old Caleb Hammer has to say. What are you talking about?
200,000 hours a year. But this boat, how much did it cost? Because that should not make or break our entire life.
I think it was like $11,000.
That was 12.
He has multiple toys. It's not just the boat. The worst toy of all is a medieval sword that he bought. And he spent an additional
It's nice. You want to see it?
$200 to have it professionally sharpened.
Why?
Because if somebody breaks in my house,
It's the sword of Gondor?
He's got it. He's got a sword for if someone breaks into his house. I mean, swords are cool. Let's see. Turn off the gas to let the fuel line empty. Not empty the... Oh, okay, yes. So this, the Duramax, actually, it does that automatically. It does that automatically. Special thanks to GovX. This guy has swords are cool, but come on now.
$1,000.
That was 12.
He has multiple toys. It's not just the boat. The worst toy of all is a medieval sword that he bought. And he spent an additional
It's nice. You want to see it?
$200 to have it professionally sharpened.
Why?
Because if somebody breaks in my house,
It's the sword of Gondor?
Yes, it is.
How much was it?
He's got on an LSU hoodie. Rusty. Come on.
Tell me.
It was 800.
You're making...
If I'm making 200K, if I'm making... And listen, we're a very frugal family. I'll just put that out there. We're a very frugal family. If I'm making 200K, I am good to go. Kids' college funds are good. And business investment, good. Vehicles already are paid off. But still, you get the picture. I'm not... Gosh. Got myself a few. Don't have to worry about damage beyond your target. Yeah, well, you don't have to worry about damage beyond your target if you shoot the person and not... Well, it depends. It depends. If you got a shotgun and you've got birdshot in there, that is a very good deterrent. And you can do that from a good distance away. Or windows. Don't start that. Do not start that today, Mrs. Farmer Joe. Don't you do that. We don't shoot windows. All right, we already saw this one because I showed it already. We're right back to Mr. Snowox. Drywall is cheaper than a sword. It's true. Kind of want a sword. I'll start whatever I want. Ban me. We're not banning you. You got your own theme music. Oh, Mrs. Farmer Joe from Vider, Texas. From Vider, Texas. Put your Viders in the chat. Oh my gosh. All right. All right. And the cat just sits there. There's nothing like a good cat video or dog video or animal video. I think I've seen this one. I don't know. Is this Cuba? Oh no!
Diablo, qué difícil, me la pusiste.
Oh my, that is disgusting. That is disgusting. Oh my gosh. Thank you, Snow Ox. Thank you so much, Snow Ox. Jeez. All right, let me read this. They are thousands of miles away on a dream vacation in Jamaica. They book an Airbnb for convenience. When they get there, they find out the resort they rented is... Wait, Give me a second. When they get there, they find out the resort they rented from is abandoned. There's not a soul there. The doors are open, yet it's eerie, like a village that was evacuated due to an emergency. Mind you, they already paid for their stay, with the place being abandoned. There is nobody stopping them from still staying there, although it's pretty creepy. If this was, I would not stay there. I would do my research.
This is insane. We come to the resort. There's not a soul in here. All the rooms are open, like this one.
That's gotta be a disaster. That feels like a setup. Like, hey, someone's gonna come in here and rob us. No one knows we're here because there's no one here. There's no one here. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not a fan of international travel. Not at all. This woman left her husband and kids to fly away and be with the man she was cheating on her husband with and met on Facebook. The man she was cheating with never showed up and left her stranded at the airport. That is what you get.
Picked her up.
That is what you get.
This was crazy.
Oh, my. Packed all your stuff to go to the airport, and that man didn't even pick you up. Now you're right back home. Now you done came right back home.
That is not funny. Get that
It's
fucking
not funny.
camera on my
What you mean it ain't funny? You thought the man was gonna pick you up. Now you look at that. He done kicked you out. He didn't even come to the airport and get you.
supposed to be picking you up?
I don't even know what he's talking about. I was about to
Why
go
you
to
got all this stuff? Like,
I
this
was
is about
going on a
8
vacation.
This is like 10
that's all I was
suitcases.
doing. You always trying to start shit like
Vacation.
Why
You
you
pick-
moving out?
That's everything. That's everything. No damn vacation. That's everything you
A
own.
little weekend vacation. That's all I was
Weekend?
doing.
A little weekend vacation.
Leave him in the bag.
These are weekend bags.
Yeah, that's... Gosh. That's insane. I don't know. All right, 6 armed British police officers arrest a UK citizen after he returns home for vacation because someone thought one of his Facebook posts was offensive.
Look at this here, everybody. 6 armed police, locking Leo.
Hey, what you posted on Facebook was offensive. But if it didn't occur in the nation or in the jurisdiction of which they're being charged, all right, Max, appreciate you, man. If it didn't occur in that jurisdiction, if it wasn't posted while they're in that jurisdiction, then again, I don't know where it was posted, but
For Facebook post.
going to
What
jail for a
joke.
Facebook post, can you
Can you
imagine?
believe this?
Everyone's on police here, so if you could counter it better.
I would immediately be locked up for streaming and posting on X. God forbid. I mean, I'd be under the jail. I would get like 50 years for the things that we say here. How long before this comes over here? Hopefully it doesn't ever. But good Lord. Whose idea was this?
It's a joke. Utter joke. Absolute utter
All right, I can't sit there. I'm not going to listen to their accents. What is this? Brazilian urologist moved more than 30 bladder stones from a patient who drank 2 to 3 liters of Coca-Cola a day and hardly drank any water. Snow Ox? Hardly drank any water. Look at these stones. Bro. You see the size of those stones? Did you see the size of them? 2 to 3 liters of cola a day? That's your future? No, it's not.
Só pro pessoal escutar aqui. Quantos litros de Coca-Cola o senhor bebe por dia?
It's not good. Oh, we're caught up. Would you look at that? We're caught up in just over an hour. Just over an hour. So I know that I left the stream going for, I did leave, oh, give me 1 second. No, I'm not going to put the green screen down. I did leave the stream going for YouTube yesterday. I'm not going to do that today. For those of you watching on YouTube, the best way to support the channel, head over to kingpixmedia.com. Click the merch drop down. I have everything from King Pix Media exclusive merch to Vertex clothing and bags. I've got a bunch of discount links. You're going to want to head over to Twitch because Twitch is the main line of effort. That is where I will be gaming. We're going to be playing Battlefield 6 again tonight. I did upgrade my machine gun. So you're going to want to see that. Anyway, I'll see you guys. I'll see you YouTubers later.